Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Sheldon, and this is Behind the Enthusiast. Today, we are going to be talking about Harley-Davidson's announcement of their biggest engine yet, which is the 135 crate motor. And so, there's a lot of juicy details to go over, so let's get into it. So, first things first, yes, I said 135. Yes, 135 cubic inches. And this is classified as a Stage 4 engine. Now, this is a Screamin Eagle add-on to touring bikes only. They have it listed as fitting 21 and later models. So, this is going to be touring models only. Based on the video, I don't think there's any plans for it to fit into any of these softail models, so any softail models, do not hold your breath. It's not a good idea. However, you guys still have that 131 as an option, and I recommended you guys throw that into a softail standard and make a crazy drag bike. Might actually make that build at some point. So there's still that option. Lots of power in that setup as well. However, the 135 is really geared towards the heavy touring bikes, plus with the bagger racing, a 135 definitely is going to come in handy to help Harley-Davidson kick butt out there against the Indian Challenger and anyone else who comes into the fray. So, specs on the engine. We have 130 horsepower with 143 foot-pounds of torque. It's going to include the Screamin Eagle Extreme CNC ported cylinder heads, high performance cam bearing, and tappets. We're going to have the SC517 high lift cam, so 517 high lift cam, the 4.31 inch steel sleeve cylinders. We're going to have the 4 5/8 inch flywheel, 10.7 to 1 compression, high compression, forged pistons, 6.8 grams per second fuel injectors, Screamin Eagle Pro billet cam plate, and oil pump. And we're also going to have the 68 millimeter throttle body and a CNC machined 68 mil intake manifold. Now, for some of us, this probably doesn't really mean a whole lot other than bigger is better. I do kind of fall into that category, so if some of you guys are thinking, what does all of that mean? Well, let's just put it this way. Larger diameter throttle body and intake manifold, you're going to be cramming a lot more air into the motor, and with more air being crammed in there, you're going to need more fuel, so the fuel injectors obviously are going to compensate for that. More air, more fuel, more combustion, more power. So if you don't quite know what I'm talking about right now, don't worry. I'm basically just reading off all the specs for you guys, and that is about it. Some of you are probably going to be really impressed, and your eyes are going to be popping in your head, and some of you are going to be going, does it go fast? Of course it goes fast. Now, in addition to all of these performance features, you're going to have some 135 badging. You're going to have badges on the cylinder heads and the timer cover. You're also going to have a black and chrome finish, which is really nice. So if you have a chromed out motor to begin with, you can still have a chrome motor. You are also going to get, now this was actually a surprise to me, they mentioned up to 2 years manufacturer warranty. Now, if you guys were to say buy a 120R, I believe that doesn't have a warranty at all, if I'm not mistaken. So to get a 135 and have up to 2 years of warranty on it, that sounds pretty good to me, and that is about it. Obviously, this can be paired with a tuner, an exhaust, all that stuff. I believe there is a head pipe included with this motor, very similar to the 131 setup. Basically, they want you using certain components to actually build the bike, to swap it over to this higher horsepower bike. Now, just a reminder, 130 horsepower, 143 foot-pounds of torque. This is an absolute torque monster. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely interested to see how many people are actually going to wait around for this, because it's not quite ready. It says incoming, soon to be here. Basically, they're teasing us at the moment. They made the announcement, but it's not available to order just yet. Now, pricing, technically it's unofficial, but in Canadian dollars, I believe at the moment, pricing at work, I saw it listed for $10,400. However, that doesn't include everything else. If you're missing some of the components, obviously if you want to change your breather, you can do that as well. And from what I know, you can use the Screamin Eagle breathers that are already currently available, so you guys don't have to worry about the throttle body being larger, any of that stuff. You don't have to worry about fitment issues there. So I'm pretty excited to, well, I'm not excited for me to put this in my bike. Let's put it that way, because my 2012 Fat Boy Low is not going to receive anything massive outside of maybe a 110. I think that's the largest motor that I can put in that one. However, I don't think I'm going to end up doing that anytime soon, but I think it is an option. So I'm going to pass the question on to you guys. Do you think that this is going to be better than the 131? Now, obviously taking into consideration that based on my horrible math, I believe the difference from the 131 and 135 is 9 horsepower and 9 torque as well. So if my math is correct, is it worth it? Basically, that is what I want to ask you guys. Are you excited for the 135? Are you more likely to actually spend that money? Or are you just going to settle for a 131, save a little bit of money? Or is there another engine that you guys are interested in? Another engine setup. Let's put it that way. Kind of like a Stage 3 119, perhaps. Something like that. Where are you guys at for your performance needs? That's more or less what I'm looking for right now, because a lot of people, when they're riding touring bikes, or even Softails for that matter, everyone has their own tastes, everyone has their own interests, everyone has their own riding styles, duration of rides, that sort of thing. Everyone has that certain little kick that they like. Some people like a lot of torque, some people like a lot of power, some people like cruising, some people don't, some people like bar hopping. The list goes on and on. And so I want you guys to leave some comments down below for me, just to kind of get a little sense, kind of gauge where you guys are at for performance. Because like I said, I'm going to be doing a video in the future, maybe more than one, where I'm actually going to be building a motorcycle for you guys, because I do work in the parts department. So I'm going to be doing a full build, complete build, and based on what you guys are telling me in the comments, we're going to build something really, really crazy. So if you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button so I know that it's working. Comments, questions down below as usual, and of course subscribe so you guys don't miss out on future content on the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.